Okay. BGT, listen, I have to know. I know we made a deal and I know we had a match and everything, but please, come on. We're still friends.
No, we were never friends. We were, co-workers. But I already told you to let this go. You don't want to know this information, Ozzy.
I want to know.
You know what? I have another show to be doing, like literally in like the next few minutes.
Please.
You know what? I'm getting tired of this. You really want to know who? You really want to know
Yes.
who? Okay, that's fine. Here. Is this gonna make you happier?
Yes.
Okay. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take a nice little read, and I'll see you at the BDT show. Bye.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, Damian Black! Come on, AWF! Please, baby! Yeah! And his opponent, to my right, weighing in at 240 pounds, from the great state of Illinois, J.C.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. This is AWF Grudge match, and I am Gabriel Anders. So happy you could join us here tonight. We are in Phoenix, Arizona, where things have heated up. We are in summer. It is summertime now, and we have an opening contest here. JC Westerfield taking on Damian Black here in AWF Grudge match action. The referees check the competitors, and we're underway. So Damian Black in the black tank top with looks like to be gray and green, I want to say, or green with possibly a pink or gray trim, with green boots, and JC Westerfield in the traditional short black trunks, black knee pads, black boots, and here we go. The fellas are locking up. Damian Black now working his way up to the middle rope. Get on him to fight off JC Westerfield early. As we've seen, the sheer strength, as we see there, of JC Westerfield. Damian Black definitely not wanting to give him his rest. That's the one approach we've seen. How do you beat JC Westerfield, I think, is the biggest question on everybody's mind right now. And big boot from Westerfield. Black trying to use more of a calculated approach than we've seen recently in the past of folks trying to take on and defeat JC Westerfield. For the time being, as that boot connects to the face of Damian Black there, might not be boding well, but quickness and illusion always does. Nice evasive maneuvers by Damian Black. Westerfield just swinging those massive tree trunks at him. Black able to capitalize. Could this be a change of momentum now? Has Westerfield reeling in the corner. Black now trying to set him, and we tell him week in, week out, don't we? You can't really count on fleeing Westerfield across the ring there, and well, was one heck of a clothesline that might have seemed to do more damage to Damian Black than it did to Westerfield. So Westerfield now back on the attack. Black reverses the whip of his own, and boy, did that take everything out of him. Nearly took him out of his boots. Black now working over Westerfield in the corner. strikes seeming to register, although not quite sure how strong they are. Sort of loses Westerfield, or I think Westerfield just goaded him into that one with a big clothesline to Damian Black now. I think Black might be out of it. Westerfield picking him up, marching him to the center of the ring. Almost like a lion carrying his kill to the savannah, as Westerfield now seeming to go for the cover, middle of the ring. Oh, Black kicked out. All right, this match continues. I thought that was a bad hit. Shouldn't have counted Damian Black out. Westerfield now. Oh, Westerfield now just putting the punishment. It might have been better for Damian Black to just take the L here and live to see another day. Now he's got an angered Westerfield. Westerfield, you hear jaw-jacking with the fans here in the AWF arena. Damian Black now. The courage is mighty in this one, is it not? Just, I don't know that that's quite the area that you want to attack on Westerfield. Oh, there you go. So taking out the legs of the big man. That'll do much, much better. Black getting him down on the mat. Westerfield now. Westerfield stunned. Black just hurling his body, going for the cover. Might be a little too close to the ropes there. Westerfield pushes out. Able to kick out just a 2 count. Black's going to want to stay on him. I feel like I say this every week with anyone who's fighting JC Westerfield. Do not give this man time. He's allowed Westerfield to get back on his feet. Now, Black thought he was going to go up and over him, but Westerfield clinging on to the legs now. Black doing everything he can to fight out, but Westerfield, just has him in no man's land. Damian Black just crumbling to the mat. If that doesn't do him, Westerfield's a man possessed right now. Black goes up, and comes down. How many moves can this guy beat you with? My word, and they're all strong, devastating, and scary. And yeah, that cover ain't business for JC Westerfield. Picking up the victory here on Grudge Match. Another outstanding showing from JC Westerfield. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back on AWF Grudge Match. The AWF returns to Taproom 120 in Gilbert, Arizona, because Gilbert is not punk. Well, at least that's what they'll tell you. Gilbert's also not wrestling, but we proved them wrong time and time again. With our friends Matt and Ray, and look at this dog with a mohawk, and they have beer, they have Stone Cold beer, Razor Ramon beer, and like that penguin with the Samurai Summer Explosion. July the 20th, AWFlive.com for all the ticket details. Taproom 120.
They had to get their start somewhere.
And professional wrestling, it's a competitive industry, of course. To make it to the top.
This is where dreams begin.
I've wrestled with WWE. I wrestled pretty much everywhere you can wrestle. If you don't know the ins and outs of the sport, you're not prepared, you can't do this. Plain and simple, you can either be a star or you're not, and that's it. You can be the best wrestler if you're not what they want, you're not hired.
There's no point in not trying to go as far as you can, because you do put your body.
Hi guys, it's your boy BGT, obviously, and welcome to the second edition of the BGT show. Now, last episode, I had a kid on my show.
Gerber toddler, if I'm not mistaken, a baby Gerber toddler, something like that.
So this episode, I made sure I got someone a little bit older for my own liking. Please welcome my special guest, LJ Ramos. LJ, to the BGT show. It is such a pleasure to have you. You're looking really good. How are you feeling?
Oh, it's seen better days, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, okay, so listen, you had a good moment at the Wild Card Rumble. Well, you had a decent moment at the Wild Card Rumble. You came back. You were obviously overshadowed by all the way more talented people. And then you were supposed to have a match at this All-American Slam, but yet it looks like your back gave out on you. So what's it like knowing that your back is giving out, same as, your fans?
You see, Mr. BGT, when I made my return at the Wild Card Rumble, I had a vision, I had a plan, and everything seemed to be falling into place. But unfortunately, I hit a bump on the road. I hurt my back. However, I'm hurt and not injured.
I may have missed the All-American Grand Slam, but there's always future opportunities as a coach.
Well, agreed. There's always are future opportunities for, big, great, talented people like the BGT himself. But let's be honest, you've been overshadowed for quite some time. You're not exactly a relevant person in AWF. I don't think there's really any fans of yours that were cheering for you. I think honestly breaking your back was what made our last event just more superior. You not being there was clearly just making the show 10 times more better. But I do have some questions for you. We just had a showcase not that long. I asked this question. I'll be asking a lot of my guests this question. We just had a showcase and we just had some new superstars come on board, people who are already way more advanced than you are. So who are you looking forward to get into the ring with?
More advanced than me? You're funny. You're funny, Mr. Biggie T. You see, now that you mention it, there is this one kid who lately he's been thinking that he's bigger than what he really is. But this kid needs to be taught a lesson. That this kid is nothing but a baby.
Yes, I know what you're going for, but let's put that at the end of the show. But I got a few last questions here for you. It's gonna be basically true or false. So it's basically where you sit here and you make that Joey face that you already have, and I make statements about whether it's either true or false. Question number 1: is LJ Ramos old and tired? That statement is true. Question number 2: does anyone really care about LJ? Not to me, but to the crowd. That is also true. And the last statement I have here is LJ Ramos a worthless wrestler? That statement is also true.
Really? I can show you how worthless I am, sir.
I think it's a true statement in my opinion. Look at that. Yeah. Any other? Did you want to play? Oh, okay.
You're very funny, Mr. Biggie T. And I'm actually trying to like this game so much that I actually have a couple questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead. I love when my fans ask me questions.
Question number 1: is the Biggie T show the worst show in AWF history? That would be true. Yeah, I did it right the first time. Now, second question: is Biggie T the worst up-and-comer in history of AWF? That would be also true.
Okay, it seems you're a little.
Another one?
No, we're definitely done. You seem a little upset. I have to remind you, you're not exactly cleared. Your back is still, messed up. So I do have these last 2 questions here for you, LJ. You're being a little aggressive. So I'll just go ahead and take this back. My last 2 questions for you before you hit the road, Buster.
Good ones.
Yeah, the last 2 questions here is LJ Ramos gonna be retiring real soon because AWF sees no value in him? True! And the last question, hold on big boy. The last question here is LJ Ramos the only guest that the BGT got to the BGT show this week? That is a false statement. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, Ozzy G. And just to catch you up on what's going on here, you know that little thing you said where he was a child and a baby Gerber? Yeah, you definitely said it. I wrote it down. I gave it to him. You said it. It's on recording. It's on the BGT show right now.
You see, Charles, that this kid is nothing but a baby in this business.
Yeah, so we have a match tonight. I'm gonna get ready. You can wear that because that's what you usually wear. We can do the match right now if you want. Hey, I gotta go.
We can do the match right now.
No, bye. They can walk the BGT show.
Right now if you want.
LJ, hey,
What do you want?
listen, I saw the note. Okay, listen, you're not slick. If you had something to say, you could have just said it to my face. Yes, I saw the note.
As a matter of fact, I got something to say to you right now.
What?
If you and I have a problem, I would say it to you, straight to your face.
Okay, then why
not to some little note.
Remember that.
from Bronx, New York, Rampage Michael! And his opponent, to my right, weighing in at allegedly well over 400 pounds, from Major City, he is Mighty Mike!
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into AWF Grudge match here. Let's get mighty indeed. Our second match on the docket. We have Rampage Michaels taking on Mighty Mike here tonight, and excellent ring attire. I was going to wear my cape as well, Mighty Mike, tonight, but I wasn't able to get it back from the dry cleaner just soon enough. But Mighty Mike now, very flashy and impressive, no pun intended. Mighty Mike, a powerful competitor here in the AWF. We see him sporting the red and yellow cape, traditional AWF colors with the and red boots. Rampage Michaels, the black tank top, black shorts, sporting gray, looks like gray knee pads and red boots, red wristbands, and the two now having a word. Rampage trying to go after Mighty Mike. He can't do it that quick. Look at him juking and jiving, and Mighty Mike's ready to go here tonight. All right, Rampage now leaning in. Mighty Mike able to escape, ducks and bounds, and Mike can't put his hands on Mighty Mike, or excuse me, Michaels can't put his hands on Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike now, impressive in the early stages of this match. Oh, it looks like he was about to try a springboard. However, Rampage standing his ground, telling Mike to go ahead and try it again. Mike, well, that was Mighty Mike. However, not quite the effect I think it had. Okay, so Mike once more. Rampage now misses with a strike. Mighty Mike now looks like he seems to have caught Rampage, and he's going to regroup on the outside. Rampage Michaels now wondering what not quite sure if he knew how to game plan. Mighty Mike has not looked like this in the last few outings we've seen him here in Grudge match. Mighty Mike's picked up a couple of losses, so maybe he thought to kind of regroup and re-game plan here. Speaking of re-game planning, Mighty Mike now, okay, a little more charisma, jaw jacking. What a fantastic smile on Mighty Mike. It's not going to win you a wrestling match, but we'll see what he has in store. Perhaps a new confidence in Mighty Mike here as Rampage Michaels getting back in the ring here, working his way back. Referee letting them know, let's square up in the center of the ring and let's get it on. It's AWF Grudge match. I am Gabriel Anders here, and of course reminding you that you can catch us Saturday, July the 20th. I said Saturday, July the 20th, Mighty Mike. I think you might have been trying to hear the dates. We'll be at Taproom 120 for Summer Explosion. You can get your tickets at awflive.com. We'll see Lights Camera Faction, Fresco and Watson representing the Lights Camera Faction. We'll be taking on the Fat and the Furious in a long-awaited, long-anticipated match between the two in a tag team contest. The show is outdoors. Plan accordingly. You want to be hydrated, and we're going to help you out with some hydration. More details in the coming weeks here as we lead up to AWF Summer Explosion. And Rampage, I don't think the collar quite works the same. That's not your cape. Mighty Mike trying to find his cape now. Oh, come on. Ref's got to get in there. This is the second time he's choking him with the cape here, and Andy's on the ropes. Not quite sure that he let go of the hold there. The referee's going to have to use his discretion here. Is within his power if Rampage continues his insubordinates to simply call this match and award it to Mighty Mike. The referee has not done so yet, but it is a possibility. Other big news coming into Summer Explosion I just wanted to touch on as these two men compete. J-Rod, the AWF Women's Champion. She must compete, must defend her championship, and it has been announced Fallen Gray will be the number one contender. It is still the number one contender for that women's championship. Of course, last week in Grudge match, we heard Fallen Gray and the words that she had for the crowd at All-American Grand Slam. Of course, this week, it's been announced, confirmed by AWF officials that J-Rod must defend her championship against Fallen Gray or she will be stripped of the title. So, time will have to tell. The long-standing, long-reigning AWF Women's Champion put in a precarious position, of course, to show up and defend her title against Fallen Gray. An amazing opportunity for the youngster Fallen Gray, and I think I've stated once before in the past, Gray has some good lawyers. Definitely has some pull with the first ever AWF heavyweight champion Chris Evans on her side. Rampage now going for the cover. Oh, just a 2 count there in his nonchalant cover. Obviously, Mike's going to kick out of that, Rampage. You can't expect him to stay down. Rampage now pummeling Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike, hopefully we'll see some fire now. Rampage not endearing himself to the crowd here. Mighty Mike trying to work his way up. It looks like the cape hasn't been too helpful. In fact, once he lost it, it seems like might have been a bit of a power loss. Mighty Mike now trying to work his way up to the feet. Trying to get some sort of advantage, trying to get some sort of offense going, but seems like Rampage might have his number. Mike trying to get his way out of that. Ducks that. Nice little drop kick, abbreviated drop kick from the standing position by Mighty Mike. It looks like Mighty Mike's feeling it again. Here we go. Let's get Mighty, everybody. Mighty Mike juking and jiving. He's got those dancing shoes on once more. Let's see if he can outmaneuver Rampage. Oh, he's floating like a butterfly now. Could he sting like a bee? Here he goes. That's definitely going to be a stinger on the shoulder of Rampage there. Mike now throwing in the ropes. Oh, floating like a butterfly again. Going for a DDT. Plants him. Okay, Mighty Mike now. Can he take advantage of this? What's the young man going to do next? You got to stop showboating, Mike. No, don't go to the crowd. Go to Rampage. Go for a cover or some sort of impact maneuver. What's Mighty now? The crowd's definitely behind him, but Mighty Mike is going to want to stay on top of Rampage. Oh, you can't let him get to his feet. Rampage now back up to a vertical base. Perhaps Mike has something in mind. Charging into the corner. Oh, Rampage now had it scouted. Turnbuckle, watch out for that. That's coming loose from the corner there. Oh, I think that turnbuckle just rammed itself into the back of the neck, probably the spine of Mighty Mike. Rampage now did Rampage loosen up that turnbuckle? I didn't see that. Now I'm precarious. That's precarious. Speaking of precarious positions. Rampage now dragging Mike's lifeless carcass over to the corner. What's he have in store? It can't be good for Mike. Rampage now choking him. Referee very quick. You see Rampage letting up. The referee, I'm sure, has warned him at this point that you can't push the boundaries too far. I will disqualify you. That's why you see Rampage pulling up a bit quicker than he normally would, not quite wanting to test the 5 count. I'm sure the officials let him know that he's close to the end of his leash. Oh, driving Mike's head right into the back of the turnbuckle. That ought to about do it. I think that's going to take out what's left of his spine here. Mighty Mike is flat on the mat. AWF fans not too happy. Rampage now signaling that he's going to the top. What do we have here? Mighty Mike now. Mighty Mike's just lifeless. I don't think he's moved in the last 20 seconds. So there he's stirring finally. Rampage up to the top. What do we got here? Going for a big splash. Oh my lord. That might about do it. 1, 2, and 3. That's academic. Rampage with the victory over Mighty Mike in his AWF Grudge match debut. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Gabriel Anders. When we come back, we'll have some more good stuff and tonight's main event here on AWF Grudge Match.
Two weeks ago, I had a chance at redemption. I had a chance at revenge. For everything Alpha has done, for every opportunity Alpha has ruined. But it had to be you, didn't it, King Khan? You just had to be in the ring. You had to tag me. You had to ruin my chance. I had that pin 1, 2, 3, but it wasn't until the ref told me I was not the legal man because you foolish pirate, you tagged me in. You cost us the match. And now, I am going to do everything in my power to destroy you, to get rid of you, because execution gave you one chance. One chance you were not supposed to have, and you ruined it. So, count your days, King Khan, 'cause I want you to know I am hunting you down.
The AWF returns to Taproom 120 in Gilbert, Arizona because Gilbert is not punk. Well, at least that's what they'll tell you. Gilbert's also not wrestling, but we proved them wrong time and time again. With our friends Matt and Ray, and look at this dog with the mohawk, and you know, they have beer, they have Stone Cold beer, Razor Ramon beer, and like that penguin with the samurai summer explosion. July the 20th, AWFlive.com for all the ticket details, Taproom 120.
They had to get their start somewhere.
And professional wrestling, it's a competitive industry, of course. To make it to the top,
This is where dreams begin.
I've wrestled with WWE. I wrestled pretty much everywhere you can wrestle. If you don't know the ins and outs of the sport, you're not prepared, you can't do this. Plain and simple, you can either be a star or you're not, and that's it. You can be the best wrestler if you're not what they want, you're not hired.
There's no point in not trying to go as far as you can because you do put your body.
Oh my gosh, it is so good to see you. Thank you so much for meeting with me on such short notice. And I know you're injured and everything, but I don't know if you've been keeping up with Grudge match, but I actually just won my first ever #1 contendership match. And now I'm facing Damian for the Unleashed Championship at Summer Explosion. And I'm kind of freaking out because that elevates careers. I mean, look at Moxie and Aiden Colt and Ricky, and Damian's a totally freak, and he messed Goosh up really, really bad. And I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm just freaking out.
Calm down. Stop freaking out, okay? It's time you learn what a real champion is. And honestly, I'm hurt that you didn't mention me with the Unleashed Champions because I am the greatest AWF Unleashed champion in history. But that's besides the point, okay? Who better to teach you and help you become a champion than the center of attention, Great Brooks?
You know, I couldn't agree more, and I'm super, super grateful again, but what exactly are we doing at a park, right?
What do you mean, what are we doing at a park? Let's get to work! All right, Taylor, first things first. Pull-ups, get out there and show them who's boss!
Brittany, it's really hot. I mean, what are we doing out here? It's literally Arizona, it's like 110 degrees.
I don't care, throw a towel on it! All right, is that good enough for you, princess? You wanna be a champion, you gotta do it, come on! 1, 2, 3, 4, come on! 5, let's get it. 6, 7, All right. Let's go for a lap. All right, Taylor, you want to be a champion? Let's go. Run for it.
Okay.
Come on now.
Oh.
Why are you going so slow? Why are you going so slow?
Wait.
My Kia Forte is kicking your butt. A slacker. You think a slacker is a champion? No. All right, Taylor, jump and give me 50. Come on. I need real push-ups.
Brittany, I need a break.
A break? What do you need? A water break? Fine, have some water.
Can I also get a snack?
A snack? I have the perfect snack for you.
Tuna?
Yes, tuna. What do you mean? All right, Taylor. You've eaten like a champion. You've trained like a champion. Now tell the world what a champion is going to do to the so-called Unleashed champion.
Samir Morningstar. July 20th at AWF Summer Explosion, I'm gonna send your ass back to whatever hellhole you crawled out of. I'm gonna take your AWF Unleashed Championship and I'm gonna make sure your first defense is your last. And when Taylor Kingsley is the new AWF Unleashed champion, there's gonna be picture perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on AWF Grudge Match. This is tonight's main events.
Check his back, Brett. His back is not working. It's broken.
As you saw on the AWF, one of the hottest running AWF shows right now on AWF Grudge Match here, or segments if you will, the BGT show. LJ Ramos, the special guest. Rumor to if he's cleared or not, I just want to go ahead and put speculation down to that rumor. He was in fact cleared, as you heard in the BGT show earlier tonight in the evening. The BGT alluding to LJ Ramos not being cleared, and that is not true, not the case. LJ Ramos is in fact cleared. BGT now in the black tank top, on the run from LJ Ramos. Okay, hold on. LJ Ramos opened it up business here on BGT in the corner. I was trying to say BGT, black tank top, black elbow pads, purple pants, frills on the just above the black wrestling boots. LJ Ramos, long hair, blue wrist tape, blue long tights, and black boots here. LJ Ramos back in AWF action. We saw him for the first time a couple weeks ago here on Grudge Match. Was slated to take on Lorenzo at AWF, the All-American Grand Slam, but unfortunately due to an injury to his back was unable to compete, not cleared for the evening. But less than 2 weeks from the event date has been cleared to return here on AWF Grudge Match and is in tonight's main event. LJ Ramos taking it to BGT. BGT on the ropes seem to have drawn LJ Ramos in. Referee saw it, but nothing disqualifiable about that, of course. However, BGT keeps it up. The referee, Dizzy Izzy, can throw out this match. Dizzy Izzy, the referee here for tonight's main events. LJ Ramos now, you see the obvious effects. BGT pleading this case. With a leg drop there to that just recovered. We don't know if it's quite 100% back of LJ Ramos with the cover. Not enough mass on there, BGT. Didn't quite get all of that in the cover there, so LJ Ramos able to kick out. BGT smartly working on the lower back of LJ Ramos. That's what's believed to be the most injured of his past injury now. Ramos certainly feeling the effects. He has been medically cleared, but if he keeps sustaining punishment to it, well, he might be a little worse for wear. LJ Ramos trying to fight back now. BGT staying on attacking the back. Definitely has this scouted. Brought LJ Ramos on the BGT show, and well, according to BGT, the All-American Grand Slam was, quotes, all that more superior, or something along those lines, end quotes. Oh, Lord, just driving that kick right between the discs in his back and his lower back here, and LJ Ramos now, slam back to the mat again, continuing the punishment to the back, and I think BGT a little surprised that wasn't 3, but LJ Ramos able to kick out. BGT is certainly liking to, with this new BGT show, certainly stirring up the pot, if you will. The proverbial pot in the AWF locker room here on Grudge Match. Accused LJ Ramos of being the one to call Ozzy G the baby Gerber toddler. Nice clothesline from LJ Ramos. BGT taken down to the mat, but you see Ramos heavily favoring the back. Ooh, going for the cover. BGT able to kick out, just a 2 count. You see Ozzy G taking exception, and Ozzy G, these youngsters they haven't been quite introduced. It definitely seems to the outsider, LJ Ramos, one of the fiercest men to ever compete in the AWF, has had some time away from the ring, away from the Arizona Wrestling Federation, but this is certainly a very rabid competitor. See, a turnbuckle, Dizzy Izzy's got to get that. I think the pad still kind of blocked him, but his back nonetheless being driven into it, and now BGT trying to pull the arm out of the socket, going for the cover now. Has he got it? What happened? Oh, LJ Ramos now. I think with the momentum that BGT had, might have kicked the leg of LJ Ramos onto the bottom rope and causing a rope break here. BGT arguing with the referee. Well, that's not going to win you. It doesn't work for managers in the MLB. It's not going to work for you here, BGT. You're not going to change the official's mind, but nonetheless, BGT, if he's smart, staying to work on LJ Ramos. LJ Ramos now favoring his back so heavily. One's got to think if LJ Ramos might have taken this match a little too early. I know he was eager to get back in the ring and prove a point, but LJ Ramos' left arm has not left his back here. Now he's going to try a double arm DDT, connects here. Can he take advantage? Oh my, LJ Ramos might shock the Is that a 3 count? Oh my Lord, what a killer. Double arm DDT, LJ Ramos with the victory, ladies and gentlemen, here on Grudge Match. LJ Ramos getting back in the swing of things, beating BGT. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week. I'm Gabriel Anders, LJ Ramos with the victory, and this is AWF Grudge Match.
Well, look who just walked in. Mr. I'm a grown-up now. Mr. I'm a man now. You know, if you really were the grown-up that you say that you are, if you really were the man that you claim that you are, you would have taken care of your business with Mr. Big E.T. But, lucky for you, he just happened to pick a fight with the outsider. So I had to take care of that little problem for you. You're welcome.
I didn't need you to take the problem from me.
Really?
Okay? I am trying to prove myself in AWF. He cheated, okay? I don't need any help. I almost beat him. I'm trying to make a name for myself, so I don't need anyone giving me pity. I don't need anyone doing things for me, okay? I appreciate it, but thank you. No thank you, man. Take that outside.
What do you know? Kick and talk.